Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting night of Saints action. I'm your host, Theo, known as Ahoy Juan, and I'm joined by.
Patrick Smoke Chambers. Theo, what do we got going on tonight?
We got a couple of exciting games. We got ECAC Fortnite, I believe the first time we're going to be seeing Fortnite on stream, so it should be exciting. And then at the same time, we're going to have NEC Rocket League playoffs in the Legends Division. We're going to have our Saints Green team. And they're going to be looking to make a playoff lower bracket run because they had a bit of a rough showing yesterday.
Yeah.
And going to look to bring it back.
So from what I've heard, the NECC playoffs as well, the upper bracket, there were just a bunch of killers in there. I heard both Northwood teams played each other in the first round. You had two Fisher teams, obviously. So the whole upper bracket was just stacked. We unfortunately did not fare very well, and we got sent down 0-3 to the losers bracket. However, hopefully, they did have a 6-0 regular season, the green team did. And, we got to hope that, they'll bounce back, they'll find their ground. But as you can see, right, like we got Ball State, they 3-0'd St. Edwards, who were actually going to be facing, if I'm not mistaken, in this first round, maybe, but I don't think I'm mistaken. Yeah, there we go. So, and then you see, both those Northwood teams going up against each other, and then you got West Virginia. I know they finished very high as well in CRL, and Ole Miss as well. We've seen them a couple of times on the stream as well, going up against our gold team, and they got the job done against the gold team. The gold team actually facing off against the Hilltoppers as well. Sorry, so my mistake. It's not the green team. It's the gold team that's going on right now.
Yeah, that's okay. The gold team had a bit of a showing yesterday. Now they're going to look to bring it back. Maryville, very unfortunate to pull in the first round. A very strong team, but still far from over for our Saints. They're going to look to make a lower bracket run and keep their playoff hopes alive.
Yeah, and, you just got to think, right, like with that's such as Rahman and Christian and, Kipper this last time we saw the gold team. They've been playing really good in this NECC board so far. You got to hope that they're just going to, take this loss, wipe it off, move on. You got to look at what's in front of you, and you just got to face the opponent on hand and just worry about them, take it game by game. They know exactly what they should be expecting out of themselves. I know what I'm expecting out of them, and I think that, honestly, they should be able to pull this one out, hopefully. You can see right now they finished 6-1 as well. So you gotta you gotta just think, you gotta have confidence in them that they will be able to pull through, especially when it matters most in that losers bracket. Obviously, if you lose a series, you go home. That's it, right? So that's going to be very interesting, but jumping on to the Fortnite side of things as well, I'm very excited to be casting Fortnite for the first time as well. Like you said, I haven't seen it on stream personally. I know you said the same thing.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
So, we don't really know what to expect. However, in these competitive lobbies, usually as Fortnite goes competitively, these are very long games, not very much aggression. It's usually just a lot of building mats and materials and gathering items and stuff for the first, a while. And then you get to that sort of rush where you have, your zone shrinking in. It's probably like 10 feet wide, and you still have 8 teams on the board right now, and it just becomes a massive tower. And it just comes down and boils down to, in the end, is just how well have they managed their materials throughout the entire game. Team with the most mats probably comes out victorious. It also gives you advantages on, obviously, being able to create your own mats, obviously having the power to edit as well. So just, being able to expend more materials, the better in those late game skirmishes. You guys will see as well. I'm sure we'll have a couple of them where it will literally just be a giant skyscraper with teams like on certain levels and stuff. It's going to get ridiculous, I'm sure, but that's usually how those competitive games go, and I cannot wait to get into some of those myself.
Absolutely. I believe the point system, how it works is you get more points, the better placement. You get kills, obviously matter as well, but the bigger indicator is placement, I believe, if I'm not wrong, from what I've seen in Fortnite in the past.
It should be. It's only right if it is.
Yeah, like the longer you make it, the more points you get. You multiply, get a little multiplier on your kills based on how high you get. So our team's going to be looking to make it into that final circle, make it as far to first place as possible. But as you said, it's going to be really tough with so many teams. It's going to be, as you said, a massive skyscraper probably every single game in that last zone as Fortnite gets really chaotic. And the game has evolved so much. Everyone is so skilled. So it's gonna be crazy to watch.
Yeah, you know, I was gonna just jump into the fact that, yeah, with Fortnite going on as well, you have to think that a lot of these teams, first time on stream, you know, are Saints, obviously first time on stream. Hopefully they don't have any like
Jitters.
on stream jitters,
Yeah.
but you know, from what I know, these guys are pretty good. They rank fairly high in the point standing as well. So I expect good things out of our Saints team coming into today. And yeah, I can't wait to see it. So yeah, that's going to be very, very interesting. Yeah, and so these are not standings, by the way. This is just a list of all the teams. So out of all these teams, from what I believe, St. Clair is very highly ranked out of all those teams. So feeling pretty confident as well.
Absolutely. Our Saints have been putting in the work this semester on the Fortnite side of it, and it's showing now. They're gonna be heating up towards the end of the season. Gonna look to put a strong performance today, get a lot of points. It is 3 games as we were told, so you have 3 chances to get as many points as possible, and hopefully our Saints can really build an advantage early.
Yeah, and you really hope that they finish strong in that first game, obviously, because it just only keeps your momentum moving forward. And also, you know, it clears you over that first, like, hump in the road, which is simply, okay, we have some points that we can, like, you know, relax now. We can, not as in, like, you would take the foot off the gas pedal,
Yeah.
but just more of the kind of, like, okay, a little less pressure if we finish, like, a little bit lower, just if anything fluke goes wrong. It's like, okay, you can afford to have that happen.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to have that happen early, though, and then rely on those later games to really, really push it,
Yeah.
because the pressure just goes on. And again, all these other schools, no pushovers, right? Final teams are going to be really, really good. North Saints are near the top, so I expect them to be in that running, but you never know,
Never
right?
know.
It's Fortnite. It's RNG based as well,
A little
so
bit.
anything can happen. That's the beauty of that esport.
Yeah, Fortnite is very fun. It blew up as an esport, and it's been holding strong ever since. So I can't wait to get into that. But we're gonna throw it to a very, very quick break as we're gonna have Rocket League and Fortnite action right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. After a really short break, we are in game. We got our St. Clair College gold roster taking on St. Edward's University. Losers bracket round 1. Loser goes home, and we're off to a quick start. No goals just yet, but should be an exciting series.
Yeah, a lot of high pressure right now as Christian half flipping to try to get back to the wall for the recovery. Kipper just going to miss that aerial right now. It seems like St. Edward's trying to set up an attack, but it's not going to go quite anywhere just yet. Rahman able to clear off the sidewall, and now he's looking to start an offense. Kipper, what can you do with a 50? He's going to be able to use that next flip to try to challenge, but it's just going to be a little too late. Right now, St. Clair doing a really good job of just starting some calm offense. Ball just bouncing in the middle from the backboard, but it's just not going to go anywhere. Christian off the ceiling. He's expended one flip. Does he have another one? No, he's going to get the ground touch, though. Looking for a bump to the shot. Can he find Rahman? Yes, he can. An absolutely brilliant play from Christian, taking it from the ceiling, getting that pass down, faking out the defender. Rahman able to put it away. Beautiful shot.
And a great start there for the Saints. Our graphic is a little bit messed up. Saints are on the red side, and St. Edwards are on the blue side. But our Saints do take a quick early lead with the Rahman there. It's okay.
Wait, why did... Okay, never mind. I'm mistaken.
No.
Oh, well, no. I'm not mistaken.
Not
Sorry,
mistaken.
I was going to say, okay, that's really confusing, actually. But it's okay. We got the comm right.
we got the goal from Rahman. Saints are up 1-0. Gonna look for a second one here, and let's see, Kipper gets the demo here, and it's going to be on the side of St. Clair, getting off to a hot start. Going to look to keep the momentum going here with a second goal. Nice little touch there from Christian. Kipper is going to look for a shot of his own, but a bit of a unfortunate touch is going to get cleared out. Christian, though, making a lot of space with that ball. Going to look for a pass. Is anyone there to finish it from the Saints? No, they're not. St. Edward is able to clear it off, and it's going to be a great counterattack from them right off the crossbar. They almost get a goal there, but it's going to be a fake coming out, and nothing for them there.
Good save from Christian as well. And I guess because we're looking at the graphic, it would seem that we are actually trying to have St. Edward's win because they are on the graphic,
Yes.
but it's just not. I'm just kidding. It's not that at all. We want the orange team to win. That is actually our Saints. It's going to be a quick shot coming out here from Kipper, I believe, but it's going to be saved out. Flip reset from Drew. Can he use it to get some distance? No, not really, and he's going to have no boost as well. That ball is getting very dangerous. That pinch off the sidewall from Wellis is going to be able to get some distance, and Dyna was going to have the clear. A little bit of a choppy defense right now from St. Edwards. They're having a little bit of a troubling time sometimes when that ball is in their back end to just kind of get it out, and you see a little bit of an overcommit. It sets up for another dangerous offense. However, it does seem like they are just there in the nick of time to get that ball out, which is the important matter, you know? It's pressure doesn't really matter if it doesn't get turned into goals, but it does matter if you just can't clear it out of your own zone, and that eventually starts to mount. Bumps come in, demos come in, boost management starts to become an issue, and then at that point we're talking about just offense after offense. It does become a little bit, you know, tiring to defend for so long. Gotta hope that doesn't happen on the side of the Saints as they get this clear out as well. Drew trying to find the clear, and he's going to leave it for Wallace on the back wall.
And it's going to be a counterattack from St. Edwards. It's going to be a shot on target, but there's going to be the save coming out from Rahman. There's going to be a follow-up shot right off the post, and Drew, just like that, makes it a 1-1 game. A nice team goal from St. Edwards. All three defenders from the Saints seem to be in the net, but Drew just getting a free shot off there. And with a minute 40 left, we're all tied up at 1-1. Our Saints are going to need to find a way to get a goal back here and take this game one. And for anyone watching, oh, Christian, right off the kickoff, is going to get a bit of a miss. Kipper's going to go for the follow-up. This is a dangerous chance for the Saints here. That's a shot on target.
What a
It's a
save.
great save by Drew. Saints, that was the opportunity they wanted to take the lead, but just couldn't find it. A bit of unfortunate touches there as it's going to get cleared out again. Kipper now going to go for an attack of his own, but it's going to get saved out into the half of the Saints. And St. Edwards able to put on the pressure in these last few minutes, getting a lot of space, but a couple missed opportunities there as Saints are going to look to take over on the counterattack.
And with a minute left, you really have to think that this next attack, whoever scores next is going to have a huge advantage. Can Kipper find the ground pinch? Yes, he can. It's very slow and steady, but it wins the race. No defenders are back to get it. Kipper's going to have a little bit of an awkward touch, but he recovers beautifully midair, able to just find the touch by the time the ball hits the ground. Wasn't quite the pinch he was looking for. It would have had a lot more speed, but it gets the job done. 2-1 now, and with a minute left, St. Edwards really has to try to throw all their eggs into one basket to try to get the tie-up, let alone the win as well. Of course, having to get 2 goals before St. Clair can get 1 if they want to even bring it to OT.
Well, there it is.
They're going to find theirs right now, and that is exactly what they need to do. Demo's coming out as well, and I want to emphasize the Demo especially. I just said they got to throw all their eggs into one basket. That means you got to have people going all the way down the field. They're going to find bumps. They're going to find Demos at the expense of boost management coming back. But if they can find the goal, they don't got to worry about that. And that's exactly what they had to do there. Beautifully executed on the side of St. Edwards. It seems like St. Clair off the kickoff. They're looking a little bit choppy. Double tap attempt coming in from Wallace. Can he get the read? No, not quite. It seems like Christian able to find it, and he's just going to be able to clear right now. Ramen, he's going to try to advance the ball downfield on zero boost. Can he find the bump shot coming in from Christian? Nice, and that's going to find the mark. I really thought a defender was going to be up to save that, but again, all of their boost numbers must have been really low, or they must have been in bad positioning. You see Dino, the only one with really, really high boost numbers at the, actually, no, there were actually a lot of defenders with high boost numbers. I was going to say that's most likely the problem. But we saw Drew on 78 and Wellis at 100 as well. I'm very surprised they couldn't get a body up there, but really well placed shot by Christian. And I guess we just have to really admire the shooting coming out from Christian and the Saints as they move up 3-2, 20 seconds left.
And a very good start for the Saints here. As you said, 15 seconds left. They do have that lead. It's going to be a shot on target, but Drew's able to get the save, and it's going to be one final attack for St. Edwards University. They get it past one defender, they get it past two defenders, and it's a very dangerous position, but Ramen's going to be there for the save, and as soon as his ball touches down, game one will go over to the Saints. Can St. Edwards find a miracle here? Christian in the air, able to find the 1v1, should be able to get the draw, but the ball is still in the air, still far from over here, as it is going to drop, and very, very well played by our Saints. They're able to take game one, 3-2, a bit of a back and forth, and if this is anything from what we're going to see, this series is going to be very, very close.
Yeah, they were looking really, really good there. Kipper off to a little bit of a rocky start, but then he got it going, and he really found his footing, doing a really good job of kind of getting into the back line and forcing a lot of trouble, as well as Ramen defensively with the clears was looking really sharp, and Christian's shooting and passing ability as well. We saw him on that ceiling play where he had to have the ball go over the defender. I thought he was going to go for a ground pinch, but that just wasn't the case. Really good pass there from Christian, shot out from Ramen to find that as well. The Saints are looking really good in their shooting right now. Their offense is looking really nice. Their defense is looking pretty good. However, it was a close game. You have to give it to St. Edwards. They are no pushovers. They are making a game out of this. Air dribble bump attempt, but Ramen's going to be able to save it. Just the attacker didn't really have that much boost to go for the bump afterwards, kind of left hanging. And it seems like Kipper, no boost. Is he going to be able to have the double? No, not quite. Again, no boost. He can't really find it. There's nothing really much he can do there. Can Ramen try to find anything on this offense? He's just kind of lurking right now, looking, waiting for a pass. He's going to find his moment. Flip reset. He's going to use his flip to probably wave dash. Yep, try to get the clear, but it's just not going to happen. Wellis with the clear. Can he find a flip? No, he's going to elect to pass
what
out
a
for the
pass.
shot. What a shot out from Drew. As Theo just said, and I was just about to get to that, I thought it was going to hit crossbar and go out. Wellis, you saw him setting up for what I thought was going to be the flip reset. He changes his mind. He sees his man downfield, opting to use the air roll to just nick the pass out to Drew. Drew with perfect placement, bar down. What a beautiful goal, and what a way for St. Edwards to open up the scoring.
Very well done by St. Edwards, and just off the kickoff, able to make it 2-0. Wellis gets the pass from himself, basically, off the wall, and Wellis is able to follow up. Saints are down 2-0, and 1 minute in, St. Edwards looking very, very strong. The game is far from over, though. 4 minutes left. Our Saints can definitely find a couple opportunities and bring it back, but St. Edwards are definitely feeling good in this spot. Gonna look to hold on to this lead. There's gonna be a dangerous ball into the middle, and Dino's gonna look for the follow-up. Is that shot on target? It's not, but there's gonna be Drew on the follow-up. Is Kipper gonna be able to save it? Christian's gonna be there, and it's a great pass over to Ramen. Should be a goal for the Saints, and just like that, in a very quick turnaround, a bit of a mistake from St. Edwards, putting all their fruits in one basket, as Saints hit him with a dangerous counterattack and bring one back in no time.
And, you know, that's, you know, probably eating off of what they just had to do in that last game, you know. They're probably still in that same mindset, even though they didn't really have to be. You know, they get a little too overcommitty, a little too aggressive. And I get it. You want to go up by a big number. Of course, you would love to go up by 3 in a match that's so, so, so important. But you pay the price sometimes. However, they got to be lucky. They have that goal as comfort, that second goal. They have a chance still to win this game, obviously. They are up. All they need to do is just stay calm. They need to clear the ball. They need to try to eliminate as much offense as possible. Shot going just wide by Christian. Is the shot coming up from Ramen? Yes, it is. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. They need to stay calm. You see Wellis just doing a little bit too much. Kipper's going to be able to read the man out, and then it's just 1, 2, 3, right off the backboard. Christian to Ramen. It's what we've seen all season long, all year long, all semester long. Those two, a little bit of a dynamic duo, and they find the goal that is so important to tie up this game right now. You have to remember, if St. Clair win this game and come back, St. Edwards are going to be kicking themselves a little bit because they're now on elimination from the entire tournament. Again, you lose this series, you go home. So you can't afford to have that many mistakes, and these last two ones have been a costly one. Does Christian have another flip? He's going to try to go for the dunk. Not quite, though. He had the flip reset, looking like a really important shot there. And now Dino, flip reset, trying to pass it out to Drew. Shot coming in, but Kipper says, no, no, no. I blocked those. Air dribble, though, coming out. And it's going to be Wellis to put it in as well. Again, you know what? I did just blame them for this. I did really just try to take a dig out of St. Edwards here for this overly aggressive play style, but it's working right now. So they're making me eat my own words here, because that's the second time now that they've really pushed in like this and they've had success. So maybe they see something that the Saints are lacking on defense, and maybe they're taking advantage.
Yeah, and Saints able to get those 2 goals back. St. Edwards, though, looking very dangerous on their offense. Christian's going to look for a shot of his own, but it won't find too much. And with half of the game gone, there's going to be another chance here for St. Edwards in a dangerous spot for St. Clair, but they won't be able to get the finish, and Saints are able to hold on that attack. Half of the game gone. We've seen 5 goals. I think we're going to see maybe a couple more at least as Saints get a huge demo there, and Christian with a beautiful finish, a nice little bump there coming out from his teammate as well, and the Saints are able to tie it up easily with Kipper causing chaos on the goal line. 3-3 game, many goals, and most exciting Rocket League action.
And you got to be really happy for Kipper there, doing exactly what he needed to. They need to show more of that on the side of the Saints, more of that backline aggression. 50 coming out. It's going to be Christian to beat his man. Can he find the shooter? Yes, he can. The Saints putting on an absolutely insane offensive clinic right now in this past 30 seconds. Christian with the read is going to beat his man to the backboard, and then Ramen just able to finish, right? So, I mean, this is just really good shooting on the side of the Saints. It's been good game 1. It's been good game 2. But right now, we're seeing very volatile Rocket League right now, where it's just one team kind of has this moment where they score once or twice, and then the other team a minute later comes back and does the exact same thing. I mean, hell, we have 2 minutes left. There's been 7 goals, like you said, and already you were going to say, are we going to see 10 total if we've seen 5 in one half? And I was going to say, well, probably not. But the way it's going, I honestly would not be surprised. Demo's coming out on both sides now. The air dribble is going to be able to get over that Saints defender, and Wellis, you know you can read that double. Look at the flip reset. Oh no, I was going to say, did Dino have the flip to get the pass off to Wellis? But no, Wellis using absolutely insane mechanical skill, flipping his car, noticing that if he just backflips there in the air, he can delay time enough to go down in order to get that ball off the backboard as well. Really good job there from St. Edwards. They tied up 4-4, minute 40 left. You have to imagine stakes are getting high, and Wellis, he's going to secure the lead for his team. You see Dino with the pass. It's going to be a little bit of an awkward clear from Ramen. Wellis is already off the ceiling. He has another flip to work with as well, and he's actually going to hit the ground double tap into the net. What an absolutely insane mechanical play by Wellis. He's been on fire this game, and he's keeping St. Edwards in a really good position.
Yeah, and Saints now need to bring one back. This game has flip-flopped so much, but with a minute 30 left, Saints need a goal to bring this to overtime now. And as you said, we might hit that 10-goal mark. I would not be surprised, as it's going to be a dangerous chance here for the Saints, but the side of St. Edwards finally able to clear out one attack. That shot's going to be off target, and Saints are going to regain possession of the ball. It's going to be Christian flying in through the air, but Drew is there for the counter. Now it's a dangerous attack for the side of St. Edwards. Can they find the shot on target? There's going to be Dino. Won't look for the shot. He's just going to pass it up into the corner and reset just a little bit. And with 1 minute left, Saints need to get an attack going. That's a great clearance from Christian there. And could he start an attack of his own out here on the left side? It's going to be him and Kipper on the left side. Passing it over to Dino, who's going to flip it up back into the Saints half. And in these last 1 minute, it feels like the game has slowed down a little bit. Neither team finding a very big chance, but the side of St. Edwards just need to play defense for 35 more seconds. Saints desperately need a goal to bring themselves into the game. There's a shot by Dino, but Ramen's there for the save. And with 30 seconds left, Saints maybe have 1 or 2 more opportunities to score a goal here. Ramen's going to try and pass it up into the corner. Is he going to be able to win this challenge of his own? No, he won't. And 20 seconds left. Saints get one final reset, and it feels like it's do or die on this last attack.
Yeah, and here we go. Last attack coming in. Air dribble out from Kipper. It's going to be found out by Drew, and is going to have the clear. He's looking for Wellis, but Wellis is going to deny. Able to play safe. And now the Saints, they have to race back, find a clear, picking up that 100 boost. But that demo is going to seal the fate. They don't have the attackers to make it up. And it was just sadly a little bit of a rogue touch on the side of, I believe Kipper just missed the clear. Yeah, just really, you know, it is a shame, but you know, when you're really pressured like that, you know, you only got 4 seconds left. Mistakes do happen. Saints coughing up a costly one right now, as we should, in theory. Yes, this one will end now. Have a tied series. Let's see if the Saints can quickly get a play to go. No. Doing a really good job to ground it on the side of St. Edwards. Not that it mattered. They were up by 2. But really good job right now from St. Edwards, taking the loss to the chin and then immediately coming back way, you know, with a way better strategy. 6-4, your final score. We're tied up in a series, 1-1.
It was a crazy game of Rocket League. So many lead swings, so many goals. Just an offensive masterclass from both teams, and defensively, definitely going to try and improve a little bit. But yeah, as you said, St. Edwards just putting on the aggression, and it seems to work out for them in that game, scoring 6 goals. They kind of forgot about the defense, sent all 3 members for everything, and it's something the Saints weren't ready for. They were able to catch him off guard and score 6 quick ones.
Yeah, and you have to think, if you're on the side of either of these 2 colleges, you just brought it up, you really got to work on some defense here. It's just seemed like defense has been lacking all series long. It's a high-scoring game. But you know what? There are always 2 routes you could go with this. You could go big on defense, or you could just say, no, you know what? We're just going to score more than you, and that's just the objective. And you'll see St. Clair trying to do that right now as they get this offense going. Christian, or is that Ramen?
Ooh.
It is.
Nice.
I was going to say Christian, but I was like, no, that car's red. That's got to be Ramen with the pass there. And, yeah, there we go. He's going to find the pinch past the defender. Christian's just waiting there for the pass. He knows it's coming through. Really good from the side of St. Clair. Big start to this game, 20 seconds in, able to get that momentum shift. And it seems like right now, if I was a betting man, I'd say that we might have another high-scoring game. It seems like the Saints are looking really good on offense again.
And there
Bump
it
to
is.
the back line maybe. Nope, 50 coming out from Dino. Where's the flip going to go? Not very far. Double coming out from Kipper and Ramen. Christian just going to get beat on the back wall. The Saints, let's see, how are you looking on defense?
And both teams seem to be playing high risk, high reward, as Dino's going to go for attack of his own, but won't be able to find too much. Kipper finds the clearance as Drew's going to go up there and try and get it, but it goes past him. Wellis is going to be here, though, to pass it back. Ramen's going to find the clear. Dino's going to get it out the air, however, so Saints won't find too much. Have to back up, have to be careful here, as Kipper gets a great contest there and is forcing St. Edwards to back up into their own goal. With a minute gone, only 1 goal, a bit of a slower paced game here, but Wellis is going to look for a shot on target. Not enough speed on that one, and Christian gets the save, but Dino now is going to have a lot of control here. It's going to go up to a dangerous place, but Saints are there to clear it out as Drew is going to pass it up towards the middle, but Saints now having a couple extra defenders in that net, making sure they are a bit secure. Wellis going to go for a goal of his own, though, off the post. There's going to be anyone to clean it up. Yes, Dino will be right there, and he makes it a 1-1 game. Very slow goal, but they are able to figure it out right off the post, and Dino gets it over the defender there.
And that's all that matters. It really felt like they had St. Clair on the back ropes there for quite a while, and it seems like St. Edwards have found their answer. They find that tying goal, and
Dino.
you gotta think, are they gonna just keep on ramping up the offense right now? Wow, I can't tell if that was Wellis just missing or if maybe a bump came in. I didn't really see it all that well, but I think he just missed it. A little bit of a weird one that he's definitely going to want back as well. You got to remember, high stakes right now. Loser goes home. Really good bump, though. Can the goal come through? Wellis is going to make sure that he gets that shot back that he missed the first time. Dino able to get the pass, and he also is able to just find a little bit of a weird, like, flight path just through the net. It probably confused. The Saints defender is a pretty good fake, if anything. And Wellis with the shot just coming through as well. 2-1 right now on the side of St. Edwards. You got to hope St. Clair might find another offense. They're looking to do just that, though. Kipper with the challenge is going to be straight in. No bar down. It's not quite going to go. Ramen, you need to try to recover on the sidewall. You've done a good job of doing that. Trying to get it to Kipper, but it's not going to happen. Now Wellis on the attack of his own, going to get 50'd out by Christian. The ball is going to drop down to Ramen and Kipper. Kipper trying to give it to Ramen. Shot coming out,
big
maybe
demo.
not quite. Open net, but the demo comes in, but no one's there to shoot it. Not a very good ball. Christian trying to get the pass off, but now they have numbers advantage. 3v1 coming down the stretch.
my
Kipper is able to try to get
goodness.
the first one, but Wallace is there for the cleanup, and that's exactly what happens. You got the side boost getting grabbed, the back boost getting grabbed. They have St. Clair in the exact position they want them in. All that has to happen is you have to bait out that first challenge from Kipper. The challenge happens. Kipper obviously has to go for it. You know, power in numbers, and they're able to find their own rebound. They're up 3-1 right now in a series where, honestly, St. Edwards has just been looking amazing.
Yeah, I mean, St. Edwards have not slowed down their game plan. On those counterattacks, they get numbers advantage, and they get the good attacks. They find the goals. Up 3-1 now with 2 minutes left. Our Saints are playing for their playoff lives. If they do lose, they are out. A bit of a unfortunate one there, but Kipper had a very good chance there. Wellis, though, on the defense, is able to get it there. There's going to be a shot on target, though, from Ramen, and very
Nice.
quickly they get one back. That's exactly what the Saints needed after a couple unfortunate goals allowed. We can see Wellis missed it on the rebound there, and Ramen gets a very easy finish for himself. That's a bit of a gift for the Saints, but they'll take anything they can get right now. 2 minutes left. Down a goal, need to put on the pressure now, but we already know that St. Edwards isn't going to be letting their foot off the gas pedal. They're going to be going full offense, but Christian, right off kickoff, able to make it 3-3, and with 2 minutes left, this is going to get spicy.
This was not what I expected to happen. You would think that St. Edwards coming off that last goal would have structured themselves a little bit better, but St. Clair giving them no room to breathe. They tie this up in what we've been seeing so far tonight. One team just has the momentum. Pendulum swings the other way, and now it's going back the other way. Can the shot come out? No, Dino, you want that one back, but it's going to be slotted out by Drew.
So much power.
It's just too much power, and the Saints defender, yeah, Ramen, you can't do anything about that. It is what it is. It's going to be Dino even trying to go for the bump, just delaying time, having Ramen getting flat-footed. Drew with an absolutely amazing shot. He placed that exactly where it needed to go in order to go in. And honestly, really good attack, really good, honestly, shutdown from the Saints defense for St. Edwards, looking to do just that. Again, bar down off the ceiling shot pass, but it's just not going to happen. Wallace, flip reset, can he find the double? Oh, what a save from Kipper, though. He had the flip reset double in Wallace, but he just could not get it to go. Kipper with that iron-strong defense holding on. The Saints, they need to find something. Players' numbers down the field. Kipper, what can you find for a shot? It's a pop-up. Wallace going to be able to find the squishy save. Christian just missing it off the corner. He needs to try to delay time and get a bump. He has a touch now. Ramen off the corner. What can you find? Wave dash to try to set up the center, but the demo's coming in. Wallace just saved what would have been a surefire goal from going in. Christian not being able to stay there. He gets demoed out of the shot. Pandemonium happening in the corner now. Christian, he has the flip reset, but he's just going to get saved out. What a save from Drew, expending all the boost. Wellis chain dashing on the wall to try to get down distance. It's just not going to find anyone on the pass. Now we have a little bit of a breakaway coming out here. Drew, he has to delay time. Demo's going down the field, and Drew is doing such a good job of burning time down the other way now. They have numbers. Was that a pogo out from Drew? This is absolutely insane, but it's just not going to happen. Saints clear it out of the Mechanical Mastermind's hands, and now they have to try to find an offense with 30 seconds left.
Dino getting another demo onto Kipper there, and as you said, 30 seconds left. Saints need a goal to send this to overtime. It's going to be a lot of attacking play coming out from them now. 20 seconds left. It's a huge clearance from Drew, though, and it's landing in the side of the Saints half. They need to get the ball on the other side of the court as 10 seconds left, time's ticking, but they're going to have one final attack. Dino able to find the clearance. Is going to put it in a very dangerous spot, though. Willis is going to have time to clear that one out, and with 1 second left, as soon as this ball drops, it will be the game, but Saints do keep it up. There is maybe a miracle. No, Willis is going to look for a fifth, and Dino's going to take it off his head and finish it off. St. Edwards University on match point, bring the heat towards the Saints.
And you have to just give it up for these boys right here. They were down one game coming into it, and they have had such a mental shift in their gameplay and obviously physical as they show it on the field as well, right? But you just got to think, they look so strong now. You have to hope that St. Clair can try to find their footing, because right now they are simply getting outclassed on the side of offense.
Yeah, and it just feels like the counterattacks are so deadly. Saints go for those attacks. Even if they keep a member back, the counterattacks are coming with 2 or 3 people all out, and they look to score those goals early. Yes, they do concede a couple times. Our Saints scoring a couple goals every single game, but St. Edward's just playing so well, taking the advantage here. And now on match point, loser is out. I'll remind you guys yet again. So if our Saints don't manage to pull back a couple games in a row here, they are out for the season. Working so hard, this is not what you want to see in the losers first bracket first round, but Saints are going to get off to a bit of a better start here. Going to have the possession. They're going to move it up the field, and it's going to be in a dangerous spot, but Wellis is able to clear it out, and it's going to be a counterattack coming out from St. Thomas. Let's see how dangerous it is. That was a nice shot on target from Drew, but Raman is there with the save, and a bit of a slower paced game, I want to say, but Saints need to pick it up and get a goal early.
Well, we're only 30 seconds into what I hope is an absolute, you know, Saints W. It has to be, or else they're going home. Redirect maybe coming in from Wellis. No, it's not going to happen. But the demo's going to be found out by Raman, just slowing down enough in order to buy Drew time. It seems like the demo, Wellis was doing a good job of getting in Raman's way. Christian kind of left in no man's land. Drew able to pick his pocket. He knew exactly where he wanted to put that thing, and he smokes it right into the bottom right. St. Edward's getting off to a really good start and a really good lead as well. St. Clair, you have to figure out something. Redirect coming out from Christian, though. That would have been quite an amazing shot, but it's just not going to happen. Wellis trying to get the clear now. He's trying to get the center, but it's not going to happen. Bumps maybe in the back line for Wellis, but none found. Dino trying to get the centering play. Just trying to set up for Drew right now, who's trying to go on a solo play right now. Can he get a flip reset, a double, anything? No, challenge out, but it's going to be a good result on the side of Raman, who's able to get that 50. Dino trying to get it back up. Redirect now.
Oh, no.
He's going to try to find the double, but he's just going to miss it, and we get quite lucky there in what should have been a surefire goal. Bumps trying to go out right now on the side from Wellis, but he's not going to find any. Trying to get a touch on the corner off the flip.
Oh,
can he get it off the ceiling or the sidewall? Yes, he can. What an absolutely amazing pass from Wellis. I could tell the second he had that first touch, I knew he was going to land on that corner, and I knew he was going to try to find the centering pass. He does the best job you can possibly do, and Drew able to just smoke it into the center. Wellis was really the big shooter coming in from these first 2 games. It seems like right now St. Edward's have switched it up. Drew getting involved in the scoring a lot more. Christian trying to find a center. He finds the bump. That's so key, but it seems like the defense set up in numbers, saving the shot out from Raman. He's going to try to find the centering pass. Christian has to stay back, though. He needs to respect that Wellis has the beat. He needs to try to play shadow defense and get it on the corner. Able to use first with the bump at the first shooter. Able to get cleared out by Kipper on the corner. Can Christian find a center? He's going to try to find one. Able to try to get the wave dash to set up 2, but it's not going to happen. Raman able to get demoed out from Dino. Dino, really good demo coming out from him, clears out space, and now St. Edward's on the attack. Bang coming down from Raman. It's going to be read out, though, by Drew somehow. How did he even read that? I have no clue, trying to set it up to what would have been Wellis, but right now they're setting up offense. Wellis with a really good pass. I don't know if I saw it correctly, but I believe he just did a muskie off the sidewall to try to get that distance, probably from a lack of boost. He had to try to do that to get some more. Saints trying to get a really good attack going, but it's just not going to happen. And I mean, man, if you're the Saints, you really have to pick this one up, Theo.
Yeah, halfway through the game, Saints can't get a goal, and St. Edwards have just been so clinical with their chances. There's a demo coming up for Raman onto Wallace. Maybe could spark some attack, but no. St. Edwards are still on this attack, up 2 goals, looking for more. But maybe that's exactly what our Saints need to catch them off guard. We've seen it time and time again this series. The aggressiveness of St. Edwards has been giving them the upper edge. But Saints, if they're able to find the counterattack, can find those goals. 2 minutes left. Wellis going to go for an attack of his own. Doesn't have too many teammates beside him, and it's going to get cleared out there. And Raman takes out Dino. Can the Saints take advantage of that demo? It's going to be a little 2-man play. Great save coming out there, but the follow-up shot from Wallace in a 2v3 scenario down a demo, taking a 3-0 lead and looking very, very strong to take this game. Now our Saints are on the brink of getting eliminated. We're going to need to see them switch it into life or death scenario mode and get the adrenaline pumping, because this is do or die.
1-2, 1-2 off the musty to set it up as well. A little bit of tiki-taka coming out here from St. Edwards as well. Really good passing play. You just have to admire it, right? They have such good shooting right now. They're in full control of this game. You got to feel bad for the Saints, but honestly, they've just simply been outclassed in the offense. Minute 35, there still is time, but you really need a goal ASAP right now if you even want any hope of getting this down. And it seems like St. Edward's not even willing to try to give them the chance. However, they did just commit all 3, and we have a Saints player out in front. Is the pass going to come down? Yes, it is. The overcommit coming out. And you know what? With a minute 21 now, it is doable. I was just saying you need a goal as soon as possible. The Saints able to find that really good play by Raman and Christian. They've been the 2 really big offensive playmakers right now on the side of St. Clair. They just need to try to find it again, and they just got to keep on going.
Oh, no.
But it's just a kickoff goal, and it's just such a crusher, isn't it?
That's a crusher.
St. Edward's with a really good kickoff. Drew able to find the kill, and Wellis on the cheat as well. It seems like the Saints... Oh, the Saint defender, they were there for the cheat, but they just vacated just a little bit too quick. Wellis stuck around, and for his patience, he finds a goal. And a really soul-crushing one with that as well. It is a heartbreaker. You got to hope right now that St. Clair can find an immediate response. But with that clear out from Drew, it's looking really dire.
And every second that passes by, Saints are realizing that their demise is coming. A minute left, they need 3 goals, but the side of St. Edward's are so deadly. They're going to get one more. It looks like, no, he's going to actually
choose. What a BM play.
Yeah, that's like, come on, BM play, to say the least, by Dino. And, you know, if Saints come back somehow and are able to bring 3 back, that would be a huge focal point there, as well as almost gets a 5th one for them. Saints maybe on the counterattack, gonna find something. St. Edward's have only 1 defender back, but he is able to clear it out to Wallace. And with 35 seconds left, I think it's written into the books. This one, our Saints, unfortunately, are going to be probably eliminated here. They have a couple attacks left, but I think everyone knows the final result here, as Wallace gets a great save there at the end. Make sure the Saints can't score, and with 20 seconds left, this is surely it. St. Edward's University with a bit of an upset, I want to say.
Very impressive showing. Very
impressive showing, taking the 3-1 lead over the Saints here. As there's going to be a goal scored for Kipper, but it's a bit of a consolation type of a goal. So many goals scored by St. Edward's today. They're going to be happy with how they performed offensively, at least. Yeah,
and you know, it has happened before in Pro League Rocket League where 2 goals have been scored in 7 seconds, but I doubt that will be the case.
Oh, maybe.
Wait, hold on. No. By the time the ball gets to the ground, there will be too much time remaining. Wait
a second.
No, there won't.
There's time.
We still have 1 second. That ball never hit the ground. Demo's coming out. A really good kickoff strat on the side of the Saints. It should be over.
Hey, if we cast our curse, it's for the better.
I mean, I just did it for 1 goal right there, so you got to hope. But the second this ball gets touched, they got to find something off the backboard. Can the shooter actually find something in Kipper? No! He's going to really want that one back. That should have at least been an attempt on net for sure. Oh, it just really sucks to see, but at the end of the day, you got to give it up to St. Edward's. I want to talk about them for a little bit as well, right? Obviously, we'll get to our Saints later. They played really well, but St. Edward's, they found something in that Saints defense to really break them down, especially the passing in the first game coming out from Drew and Dino to set up Wellis for some of these insane mechanical goals that we just saw coming out. The solo plays were really working for them, but I think what also set it apart was the way they were able to adapt, because later on, Wellis started passing it. Wellis started finding those assists off the corner, right? Being that first man downfield. Almost like they kind of had like a triangular rotation. Yeah. And it turned out that Dino was kind of doing a little more of the dirty work in the front lines, finding demos, bumps, Drew being the one to put it away. And then just when you think they have it all figured out, they rotate the triangle back to where it was. Wellis then comes back and he becomes the main shooter. Obviously, you know, sometimes this is game planned, sometimes it's not. But either way, regardless of if they did it or not, St. Edward's, very impressive showing as well. The boost management was sublime. They always had really good defensive clearing for the most part after that 10-goal game that we saw
earlier. That was a crazy game.
Right? But I really have to say I am very impressed with St. Edward's. A little bit sad on the side of the Saints, but you know what? We're here for Rocket League. And that was a really good series, nonetheless, obviously. Very entertaining, lots of goals, lots of stuff to work off of. It is kind of sad, but it is what it is. You got to move on. Christian and Raman were looking so good on offense. Kipper had signs of hope. He just really wants that one back, I'm sure, in the end. We almost cast or cursed it.
Almost.
But we can't do much more than that. And honestly, I think the focal point of what this series came down to was simply just defense, honestly. We had a couple of times where we had 2 commit, and it was just we got burned on the counterattacks, man. We got like so many goals scored on counterattacks. If I had to imagine, I know we don't have a stat here right now to pull it up or anything or a tracker, but I would have to imagine almost over 60% of the goals scored against us were most likely off of counterattacks that involved a bump or a demo coming through. St. Edward's doing a really good job of getting hyper-aggressive on those plays.
You got to give props where props is due. A great showing from St. Edward's. They will move on in the losers bracket. Our Saints are out. This is the end of the season for them. But with all that being said, all that exciting action, we have a bit more coming up after a quick break. We got some Fortnite action, and that should be a blast. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some Fortnite gameplay. Welcome back, Saints Nation. We got some Fortnite action to dive into. We did miss game 1, unfortunately, but we have 2 more games to come, and it is ECAC. Here we have Tayo and the rest of the squad. They're going to be landing on the outside of the map here, and what are you expecting here in this game?
Well, I really don't know. It's going to be an interesting thing for sure. Obviously, this shouldn't be too hectic. However, I believe there's actually a squad actually landing with us. So, it's, you know, not very... I guess, I don't really know. That's not very common. You wouldn't usually expect that, but Battle coming out already. Blue AR on the hands.
Nice.
And it's going to be able to find a lot of damage there. Broken shields as well. And I believe we are actually in no build as well. Yeah, we are. We are in no build as well, so this is going to be interesting. Mats not really being that much of a factor here, at least I believe so. I do not see any mats in the bottom left, so I believe it is just no build for now. Yes, I'm going to get that confirmation as well. Chug Jug and small shields as well. Mini shields as well, obviously. We see a bush actually being activated as well. Now, one thing I do want to talk about, a lot of people will say, oh, well, why is the bush being run? The bush is actually not that bad of an item. A lot of people forget to realize that it actually tanks a shot for no health being down. So obviously, let's say you're running through a long stretch of land and someone lands a snipe on you, that what should have been a down or maybe even a death in some scenarios just counts as nothing. And you now also know the position of people. It's actually not that bad of an item to have, let alone the fact that it just tanks a shot in general. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the squad kind of plays around this, though. And, you know, with the scope they are as well, trying to see if we can find a little bit of pick damage as well. 25 on the shield, 75 on shield as well. Low, sending rockets in to clear out some of that debris as well. And is that actually going to be a knock? It might have been. I can't quite tell, but it was a really good, well-placed rocket launcher shot, and it does seem right now the scope they are is just really, really ripping into this player now. Going to find the down. Can he find the elimination?
He'll die.
No, not quite, but he is probably going to die. There we go. The confirmation does come in. There is going to be the elimination. Trying to find any shots on the skydive, but shots ringing in to the right side. I must say, for Fortnite Lobby, the action, well, it shouldn't actually be all that interesting. Early action, I'm not complaining. This is definitely not what I expected. Of course, it helps that we're in no build because all that time that players are usually trying to gather mats.
Oh, no.
Screw that. They need to go aggressive. They got aggressive plays to make, or else they're just sitting around doing nothing. Trying to find some shots out of the air, switching to the scope they are, trying to find some picks. Sees like 22.
And they know there's a player down there.
Coming out as well, and there's a player, down below. Gotta say, Theo, pretty interesting start to the game, and I definitely didn't expect it to be a no build, but I'm actually quite pleased that it is.
Absolutely. With building, we would see some CN towers being built on the map in the first team fight, so we wouldn't see as much action. Most teams like to survive until the later stages. Without builds, they're gonna have to be just going for those gunfights, using the natural cover to their advantage. And it's a good start for our Saints. Every elim is 2 points, and placement, you get points for it if you're in the top 25, and it scales with placement. So a good start for our Saints. They're able to get fully looted up. All 3 of them, we see 50 shields on a couple members, and then we see 100 shields on Stan. So very well done from them so far. But they are on the outside of the map. They do have the circle close to them. So they're just going to loot up just a little bit more and just try and get a bit more stacked for that late game. What else is there to do?
I want to mention something, that the actual pick that we saw on that person who got downed earlier, we do have a squad kill, so I don't know if that was from someone who, the guy who got the rocket on him, or the one who we saw get knocked. But it's worth noticing that the current player we're spectating right now, which I believe is Tayo, who we saw get the injure, he does not have an elimination right now. So that means that, I wonder, I'm pretty sure they changed it though. I'm pretty sure knocks do count as eliminations now. So I wonder if...
well, he didn't get the...
Did he not get the injure? I thought he got the injure, but I guess not.
He got a lot of damage off, and his teammate finished him off, and he got the 4 shots on there to finish him off, and got the assist when he bled out. So the kills really only matter on the team. It doesn't matter individually who has how many kills. Obviously, it helps for like nice stats and everything, but it is a team game, and as many kills as your team can rack up, the better it'll be. But they saw a player drop in here, and they're going to be quick to move. I'm surprised that we see so many other different players show up in this area of the map, considering There's only 44 people left in the lobby, but let's see if he can find anyone here. Is there anyone sneaking around? He can't seem to find. There's a grappler, and he's going to choose to drop down and pick that one up. It's a great for mobility, especially in the no-build game mode. So a very nice pickup there for Tayo, and
The slide cancel.
the slide cancels are coming out. We're going to see the highest mechanics possible, but it looks like our Saints are opting to play around the outsides of the map and try and hunt down the people just looking to survive for the placement.
And you know what? At this current stage, I'm not surprised, and we see his eyes set on someone who is actually gliding down as well. It's going to be interesting to see how they play off of that, but I do want to reference, right? Like, this is not like anything I've ever seen before on no build because of the fact that we're not used in Pro Fortnite to seeing, what is this, like the first storm, and there's only 46 people left? There's usually closer to like 20 people left by the time you're in the final storm. So this is absolutely, I think, honestly incredible for the pacing of the game. You just hope at some point that it doesn't kind of become that point where it's like, it's the third storm, there's still a lot of map left, and you only got like 2 squads left. You hope you don't see that, but this has been a really fast-moving game so far, and I am not complaining in the slightest bit as well.
And we could see our Saints splitting up a little bit, still staying somewhat grouped up, but if Teo was to get jumped by a team here, he would be all on his lonesome, but I think he knows that there's nobody here. It's already been looted up. He's just looking to find anything else and get some nicer gear there. He is rocking the TAC shotgun with the AR, so only 2 weapons in the inventory. The rest is utility with that grapple, those minis. Yeah, just in the no-build game mode, you want to get around as fast as possible. That will give you a huge advantage. But maybe the Saints are able to spot out a person. They are. Here's going to be shots coming out. Gets the shield down, gets some nice damage off. He's going to chase him down for surely here. 3 more shots with the AR, but there's a second member. Knows there's danger coming out, has to be careful. Wait for his team to catch up, but they are here, and they know exactly where these players are. They're going to rift away, but are they going to take it and try and follow them? Yes, they will. Let's see if they can spot them out. Do they have any idea where these players are? Yes, they do. They see them, and I'm sure Teo is going to be on them this entire time. He's going to look to pick up this kill as elims are so crucial, and I think the other player knows he's in a lot of trouble. He's going to land maybe on top of the house. Now he's going to go around on the tree, but Teo's going to take the high ground advantage and pump with the tack, get a couple shots in. 2 more shots will kill him, and that's a great kill there. He's going to get the finish, and that's 2 extra points tacked on there. The golden SMG is dropped. I want to see if either of the Saints choose to pick that one up. A big shield there, and a very, very nice kill coming out from Teo. Gonna give him some nicer loot as well, and looking strong so far in this game, our Saints are.
And because of the fact that it's no build mode, I also must talk about the importance of a Portafort as well, right? Like with it being no build, Portaforts are actually such a huge part of utility that are almost necessary when you're in this type of game mode. So you're referencing maybe do people do like the P90? Do they run around with it? You know, you might not, because sometimes that is a little more important. What also is important, though, is range as well. We see, obviously, picking up the hunting rifle as well in Teo. He does have that mobility, so Portafort, he can counter that out because he has that grappler right now. He can get to the top. Therefore, I don't really think Portaforts are his main concern right now. But in terms of P90, he already has the shotgun for close range, and he's going to be lethal with whatever. The player base here is just, they're lethal with everything. So in terms of getting the first couple of shots off with attack and then switching to an SMG like some players would, I'm sure Teo feels comfortable and just fine using that heavy AR in close range as well, right after hitting those tack shots.
And we are on the OG map. We were talking before about it before the game. And even I can remember this map from playing maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And you see all these sites that you used to play on. It's a lot of nostalgia bringing it back. But well, oh, there's no damage taken. I thought he was going to take it with a damage there from the grappling. But he's going to go over to this supply drop and maybe get a golden sniper out of this one. It would be amazing, especially in the no-build game mode. Considering that Teo is already a rock in the sniper, his teammate's going to go pick that one up. And not too sure we got out of it, but definitely some goods. Let's check it out. Some healing, probably a weapon upgrade for someone, as we're going to see the Spider-Man suit coming out. We're going to see him grappling through the air, and this just seems like the best type of mobility for this game.
And you know what? He really needed something like that in Teo, because we just saw how he was expending uses on that grappler. It only had, I believe, 4 left by the time he even got down there. So you really did need something for movement. Shots ringing out now, and combat is going to ensue. Let's see how Teo and his squad manages to deal with this hunting rifle. Can he find the shot?
Oh,
yes, he can. Headshot as well, and that's a knock. An impressive showing of aim there from Teo, flying through the air. He needs to try to get the finish, but the Rift is going to be really good there to let his teammate escape, but it's going to be not good enough. Getting the Elam, of course, now he has the Scar and the blue tack as well. He's going to have a really good time here with this utility and equipment. I expect a really, really fun match out of the St. Clair team so far, and they've been delivering on that. They haven't really been, it seems like they've been very aggressive, but if you look at the kill numbers, not really. They're playing this kind of smart. They're kind of just sticking to the outside, as I would as well, in a no-build scenario as well. You have no mats to defend yourself, so getting third-partied in the middle is huge. You want to be that team to be the cleanup crew, not getting cleaned up.
And they dropped pretty safe as well. Not like they dropped tilted towers and went for the kills. They dropped on the outside, found one squad, cleaned them up, got off to a good start. Now they have the insane loot. You see the Scar, the tag shotgun, and the rifle here on Teo. They see the supply drop, and our Saints are playing full aggro. This is how I play when I play solo squads. Anytime there's a chance for action, we're going, and that's what our Saints look to be doing here. They see the crate on the minimap, insta-ping it, and start making their way over, because surely there's going to be another team there, and I think our Saints are trying to rack up those kills. Yes, placement matters, but I think they're very confident. Yeah, they're very confident in how high they're going to place. They just want to get as many kills as long as they're on the board still, not letting those other teams catch up. Obviously, we don't know the results of game one, but from what I'm seeing, I'm assuming our Saints did very, very well in that first game, absolutely stomping the competition here in game two. They're going to move over to the crate, and Teo will open it up. Let's see what it has in store. A golden Scar. That's a throwback and a half. Back in the days when you used to get those, you would get so excited.
Oh, that was it. You won.
Yeah, you're telling all your teammates, guys, I got good golden Scar. Don't do anything stupid. I'll carry us. So they're going to be feeling good with that one. There's going to be a chest in here as well. It's going to open this one up. A lot of rifts being dropped as well. Like, so much mobility in this no build game mode, and it just makes for such fun gameplay, so much gunfighting and so much skill expression. People might say that without building, not as much skill expression. I would disagree. I would say you need to think about even more, because if you just get shot in the open, you can always build up a mansion, it feels like, in a matter of seconds. But in this game, well, you have to play around your movement abilities and the natural cover very, very well. So let's see what our Saints can get done. 32 people left. Zone's closing in soon, and they're just chilling in Salty Springs.
Right, and I mean, right now, they see the rift, immediately pops open. You know that Teo's chasing that team immediately. That's exactly what he's doing, trying to get some high ground on the mountain here. Maybe he was just using it to try to get a height advantage, or just to get level and on par with them.
Oh, there it is.
One on the hunting rifle. Is he going to find the shot? No, not quite. Really difficult to land there, but he's going to see another one down low. However, you know, right now, they're in a really good position, just hugging that outer layer of the zone. And with that high ground as well, going to be really hard for any team to rift and then drop onto them without taking at least a little bit of incoming damage. So really good positioning until, what a close shot. But now we see these mark some people from below, and this is exactly why that high ground is so important. Can they get some tag damage before they hit the rift? Yes, 24 on the shield.
They're going to beam them.
About a mini. We'll see. They're taking really high shots. They need to dive bomb down the other squad. They're probably taking a lot of damage from the other two teammates. And you have to assume it's going to be panic stations for that team that just rifted out, really probably regretting that decision.
But they made it.
They made it. Yep. So that's all that's important. And you just got to think on the side of St. Clair, they're looking pretty good right now. Full shields as well. They have stacks on minis. That guy is going to have a hard day. He's just going to make it there. Teo, don't tell me you're pushing these guys. He's totally going. He wants the challenge. Let's see if it's going to bite him in the butt or if he's going to pay off on his risky maneuvers. He's trying to take this guy, see if he can find him. We know he was wrapping around mountain just to avoid some of that incoming damage, but he was already in the storm. Teo trying to see if he can find eyes on him, and I believe he just has. He's just going to try to see if he can wrap around and take the incoming challenge and play just keep away from him trying to get out of the storm. Seems like the opponent may have gotten out, though. Teo now going to try to wrap back to his teammates. They believe they might have seen danger from that mountain. Teo's certainly not one to waste around and wait,
They're
and
pushing
neither
it.
is two teammates, and that's exactly what's going
it's
to
a
happen
full
right
squad
now.
fight.
Whole squad, it's going to be an interesting battle. Teo, he's going to
nice
melt
flank.
one, and he has to try to find the
he's
down,
down.
but he's actually going to get downed himself. Is he going to get finished off?
Yes,
He
he
is. Able to find the down, but he's just a little too aggressive, doesn't have the ammo.
Saints clean it up.
And wow, the Saints able to clean it up, dropping the Portafort to grab some cover and hopefully get that reboot card as well. However, in this late stage of the game, you have to imagine there probably isn't a reboot van around. Maybe there is,
there
but
should be.
I mean, if there is, there's only probably going to be one,
Yeah.
right? So it's going to be a very risky play to try to get Teo back in. They're
But they're
going to try to
going for it.
rift, and I'm assuming they're going to try to find this reboot van,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what they've
Salty.
pinged right now. They're going to find one in what I believe is Salty. Yes, it is Salty. I always remember when I was in grade 8, grade 9, you know, that was the years that I played Fortnite.
Yeah, me too.
And, you know, you always got to remember, you see that house with the tree stuck in it, you know that's Salty Springs. And, yeah, they're going to double up on the reboot van, just speeding up the time here. Hopefully Teo can find a little bit of loot. They got 7 seconds before they got to go, but they're in pretty good positioning right now. They don't got to worry about the storm for now. Seems like they just have, minute 28, and they don't got to move very far. Teo can take some time. They're going to drop some loot for him as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, that was a pretty close fight between both squads, but our Saints able to come out on top. We're going to see Teo now, the one with the grenade launcher, getting all that ammo, and is going to be crucial in these team fights. 23 people left. We have Teo with 8 kill participation, so that's a lot of points for our Saints, and we don't even know how much the rest of the squad has, so a very strong showing here in Game 2. And they just have complete control of Salty Springs. We can see Teo getting some minis, healing up, trying to get as much HP as possible. And our Saints off to a very, very good start in Game 2, heading towards the later portion of the game. We thought we would see more people in the circle, but 22 is still a pretty decent amount.
And you got to think, with 3 of our Saints alive and only 22 left, oh man, we are so well inside of what should be like the top 15, probably top 10 even.
Yeah.
And you got to assume right now that the Saints are looking pretty good. They see some glider markings, though, with that motion track
Oh, no,
sound.
that's not what you want to land.
Oh, this is going to be scuff for this team. Grenade launcher able to get the hit. Tac shotgun as well. They're taking so much
rifted.
damage. He actually rifted. That was really smart. But Teo, of course you got to chase him. Of course you got to get aggressive. You know he's all by his lonesome, and he has to heal and take time. And he hasn't even landed yet. Teo can just track this guy down, and I'm sure his teammates are probably following him. If not, going to be a little bit of a risky ego challenge here, but you got to hope that Teo will come up on top. This guy actually has no idea that Teo's right behind him. He's going to probably eat it. Oh, no, he's not going to eat a hunting rifle shot, but they're going to chase him yet again. All out chasing from the Saints here. They're playing so aggressive, but honestly, with what we've seen from them so far, they look to be pretty comfortable in this lobby. Shots going down as well. There's going to be an Elim from one of our Saints players as well, so that's definitely going to help. 2 points in elimination. That's just another 2 to add to the tally.
Yeah, and very well done from them. So much aggression, but we're going to see Teo doesn't really have an AR in his arsenal, so can't take these long-range fights over time. He does have the grenade launcher and did get a lot of damage down onto the enemies, but didn't find any kills. I believe K1 found an Elim, and there's going to be a shot coming out here from Teo. He misses it. That's when he wants back. But now let's see if our Saints decide to push this one. There's going to be the nade launcher coming out, picking up some more ammo for himself. But Saints choosing to play it a little bit slower. 18 people left. They're going to ping where they want to go and probably take some high ground.
And you know what? Now we can start weeding out who the good players are. We see them trying to get a little bit of a boost right now. One jumping on the other one's head to try to like get a jump angle on the over the wall. It's not going to happen though. It seems like we are starting to weed out who the really good competition is, because I didn't think it was going to go this way, but now we see, okay, you know what? Now like the vet players, you can tell where experience comes in. It's going to be almost close to that final circle time. We have a third party going down.
Oh, huge shots.
Huge shots. Portafort's going down as well. But I was just going to say, there's still 17 people.
It's a great position. It's a great position.
It is a good position from Teo. These are huge nade launcher shots. But wait, he hit his teammate, and that's actually going to come back and damage him a little bit. But it's okay. Not too much being wasted there. A couple of minis, and that'll be all forgiven. So right now, though, pretty good positioning from the Saints. You just got to hope you don't get bit from the same angle that you almost hit that other guy with. Hopefully no one behind. They got to focus on what's in front of them.
Big damage.
Multi-launcher coming out.
Oh
as well.
my
That's
goodness.
just an absolute slaughter. 2 knocks, and yeah, this one is just a massacre. That last teammate able to just be able to rift out, but you can't imagine he's going to do much more. However, more shots raining down top mountain, 120, and it's going to be Teo trying to find that sniper shot, or that hunting rifle shot more, sorry, but he's just not going to find it.
And I wonder if our Saints are going to pop a rift and try and take that high ground. That mountain is the best spot to be right now in the zone. You can see how small it is. The team up there is just controlling everything, firing down the bullets on everyone else. Let's see if Teo wants to pick up something else. Picks up a different shotgun here.
The pump.
And there's going to be a push coming out here. He has no idea. That's a great shot from Teo. A couple shots in there.
That should be the kill. That should be all that does it.
Oh,
yep, that's going to be an Elim. And that is a costly mistake from whoever that was. Unbelievable. You just had shots ringing out from there. You must know not to do that.
Yeah.
I really have no idea what that was, but hey, you know what? 2 points. I'm not complaining. That's not our team, so what do I got to complain about?
Exactly.
Right now, you take advantage, and the Saints are looking pretty good. We saw them popping Chug Jug shields, just getting ready to take what should be a push, but you could just wait it out, and I believe that's what the Saints are doing. They're just going to wait. You don't have to really, like, get too over-aggressive, but you do kind of want to establish a little bit of dominance, but I believe I agree with what they're doing right here. They're just taking their time.
Well, you look at the zone, the team on that high ground will have the advantage. There's going to be a team pushing our Saints, it looks like. Let's see if they can find anything. The shots are coming out from Teo, can't hit too much, but the team's going to take the position that the Saints wanted, but this nade launcher should find
doing so much
damage, but not going to get any kills just yet. Saints are looking to blow up that team. They're probably getting shot from above as well.
They're getting third-partied right now, and they have to really watch it. They're in a horrible position right now as they're in the bottom of this mountain fighting for their lives. It's kind of like shooting at fish in a barrel. That grappler is going to have huge utility purposes. They now take high ground very quickly. A little bit of people gliding in. Kinte fun. What? Hunting rifle shot. I believe he actually did. Pump coming in. He's going to find it. Second one hits as well, and that's going to be a down and elite Elim. However, he's in the storm right now, and this storm is going to do a little bit of chip damage as well. You have to look at the shields numbers, but the nade launcher doing so much damage. So much damage coming in the side of that late nade launcher. Portafort's going down as well.
Oh, another knock.
And that's going to be a huge turnaround for Teo. One able to rift out, but it's not going to save his 200 teammates. Teo hitting the rift as well. However, one goes down, and all these Saints players are actually very low on health. This is probably not looking too good for our Saints, but with the positioning they have, it's pretty okay for where they're going to probably finish at. You have to imagine right now,
He has no idea.
Does that guy have no idea that he's coming in? Well, now he definitely sees him. Yep, shots coming down. Teo is going to be hurt. But he's able to find one with the hunting rifle, I believe, or maybe that was the shotgun. I think that was the pump. Yeah, I was going to say, that would have been an insane shot from Teo there. But he needs to run. He needs to take this gunfight. It's just not going to go his way. Grappler down, and that should be the finish on the squad when this guy emerges. He's on so little health. He's almost one shot from the shotgun. You can only imagine with the storm ticking away as well, they're just going to be able to get out of there. However,
third place. That is brilliant from our Saints right now, and
pretty good kill participation as well. Obviously not the most, but not the least, right? Just kind of that right amount. And you know what? They placed third. That's really huge. And yeah, we're just going to see how this one ends off. A little bit of a battle going on right now, and that's going to be all she wrote. 2v1 on the side there. And that's going to be it for now. They're going to return to the lobby, and as we should get into a third game soon, maybe.
Yeah, and that was a very good game from our Saints, getting third place. A lot of kill participation for sure. We saw at least maybe 12, 13 kills coming out from the Saints there. So they racked themselves up a lot of points there, third place plus a lot of kills there. Going to be very, very happy with how that game went. And from what it looks like, our Saints are one of the stronger teams here in the early game, able to find those kills, get the good loot, and even when things get rough, they're able to pull out some great plays in the clutch there. And I believe they got 52 points that game, is what we heard. So well done by them, and they're going to look to get even more in Game 3.
Yeah, I will say what the Saints did a really good job of is knowing when to get aggressive at the right times, obviously. We did not expect that these numbers were going to be dwindling so, like, so much in the early game, honestly. I thought there were going to be a lot more people, but then we saw as the middle of the game started to slow down a little more, we started to weed out who the not very experienced teams were and who the real experienced teams were who know not to get aggressive. You need to save resources, shields, port forts, especially grappler usages, right, for all that movement, able to get to high ground from low ground very quickly in a mode where you just can't build yourself out of there. So it's very important to know what you're doing in those late game scenarios. Saints did a pretty good job, and obviously no one's complaining about third place in a tournament where points based off of placement matter.
Yeah, without a doubt, our Saints are going to be happy with that performance, but going to look for the first place here in Game 3, going to look to finish out strong. We're going to be right back with Game 3 after a really short break. Don't go anywhere.
Ooh, this could be dangerous. Ooh, and it's going to take this. Side tilt. Going for the TJ3. Doesn't land it. Hit by the smash. And that is game one in Lucas's favor. What a comeback there.
Amazing. Wonderful. Wonderful. Checking the driving pack immediately. Switching sides in the corner. An incredible reset. And he does beat the level 2. This might kill. And it does! Hey! He spent most of his first stock actually just off the stage.
We got edge guarded really hard here.
Yeah.
And nice guarded at this point. It could be anyone's game at this point. Super close.
And is it gonna? No, it's not. And up to Will take it.
Any Street Fighter people want to come in here?
So, Ken is definitely have the advantage here, unless Marisa does her, take that round.
Dashing back and forth, gets it there.
Ooh, just go for that fair spike. Josh here not letting the snake touch the ground. Oh, but he's got the sticky C4 on him. He's
Gets the down air to the kill. And that one's the key
He
drop
had to
here.
kill him right there. Could have just ended Storm Sock.
Give him the stanky leg.
Storm has won!
Let's go Storm. The smash.
Let's go players, but let's go Storm. Storm has won the grand finals.
Rage coming.
Just push it.
And with that new roster is the hunger for victories. Cover over this spike. Silly Shadow's gonna hop in on the front line. They're trying to block off the body block. Silly Shadow, but something shuts them down with the flawless from St. Clair.
Great play, great play. On the beginning, sees the clip. Oh, he wallbangs him somehow. Qu'est-ce que c'est, Caillou? The second!
St. Clair, they do it again last year on the same exact stage. They win the semifinals. Through it, able to make it in. Showstopper deep in the back line. It's Mar to be the one to fall. Explosion for St. Clair in a 1 versus 3. Now a 1v2 for Kane with a spike not planted. 17 seconds. St. Clair on the brink of taking map 1 unfettered.
Go in.
Tillo watching over Seth. Gets the first kill. Now it's ticking down. Tillo has to hold it. Shimmy's gonna get the first one. And the second one is Dead to Rise with Tillo. It's half.
Just like the defuse, 0.13 seconds. They have an idea, but they don't find anything. It's
Spike
pretty
doesn't
back.
get planted. 22 seconds. Kaio's gonna catch Kane. Tillo finds Mar. This could be it. St. Clair running it down. Shimmy's tossed up and 6 feet under. St. Clair Saints are going to Istanbul.
We are actually bringing back the Smash class, whether you knew it or not. That is what's happening, and what you're looking at right
Ooh, this could be dangerous. Ooh, and it's
Going to take it. Side tilt. Going for the TJ3. Doesn't land it. Catching it. Hit by the smash. And that is game one in Lucas's favor. What a comeback there.
amazing. Wonderful, wonderful. Checking the driving pack immediately. Switching sides in the corner. An incredible reset. And he does beat the level 2. This might kill. And it does! Hey! He spent most of his first stock actually just off the stage.
We've got edge guarded really hard here.
Yeah.
And Price Cracker gets the slide. It could be anyone's game at this point. Super close.
And Nikita isn't gonna know. It's not. And up to Will take it.
Any Street Fighter people want to come in here?
So, Ken is definitely at the advantage here, unless Marisa does her, take that round.
Dashing back and forth, gets it there.
Ooh, just go for that fair spike. Joshua not letting the snake very ground. Oh, but he's got the sticky C4 on him.
Gets the down air to the kill. And that one's the key drop here.
Right there.
Just ended Storm Sock. Give him the stanky leg.
Storm has won!
Let's go, Storm. The Smash class.
Let's go, what players? But let's go, Storm.
Storm has won the grand finals.
Grades coming.
Just push it.
Fucking go!
And with that new roster is the hunger for victories. Cover over this spike.
Big
Silly
paranoia.
Shadow's gonna hop in
They're
on the
defusing.
front line. They're trying to
They're
block it off.
defusing.
Body block. Silly Shadow, but instinct shuts them down with the flawless from St. Clair.
Great play. Great play. From the beginning, sees the clip. Oh, he wall bangs him somehow. Qu'est-ce que c'est, Caillou? The second!
St. Clair, they do it again. Last year on the same exact stage, they win the semifinals.
Through it, able to make it in.
Showstopper deep in the back line. It's Mar to be the one to fall.
Good again.
Explosion for St. Clair and a 1 versus 3. Now a 1v2 for Kane with a spike not planted. 17 seconds. St. Clair on the brink of taking map 1 unfolded.
Go in.
Tillo watching over Sep. Gets the first kill. Now it's ticking down. Tillo has to hold it. Shimmy's gonna get the first one. And the second one is set to rise with Tillo. It's half.
Just find the defuse. 0.13 seconds. They have an idea, but they don't find anything. It's pretty back.
Planted. 22 seconds. Kaio's gonna catch Kane. Tillo finds Mar.
This could be
it. St. Clair running it down. Shimmy's tossed up and 6 feet under. St. Clair Saints.
Welcome back, everybody, to the third and final game of this ECAC Fortnite. We got our lineup of Teo,
K1 and Stan.
K1 and Stan. Very strong showing from them last game. Able to get third, getting a lot of points on the board with the eliminations as well. And it looks like they're going to be going for the exact same land spot. Let's see if there's going to be another team there again to maybe contest them out. But after how things went last game, I think they might have this one all to themselves.
No,
but
they do not.
I lied very quickly. My words are false. As the other squad's going to land quite before them, we're going to see our Saints have to back off a little bit and just concede all the loot inside the town.
This is definitely a messy start. Not one that I thought was going to happen. You would think that they actually had that off rip. I didn't think anyone was going to contest them.
Me neither.
But hey, you know what? There's a reason why good teams finish high, and it's because they decide to land at places like these instead of just dropping tilted immediately and dying from getting third, fourth, fifth, sixth partied, right? So, especially in a no-build game mode, it's very key that you land somewhere where there won't be a lot of pressure on you fast. And already, I must say that St. Clair, it's going to be a little bit of a rough start for sure. It's going to be interesting to see, though, and it's going to be a test of just how good these players are. How can they make a messy start like this turn into something good? We see the launcher already on the side of Teo. He has that SMG as well. Big pot going to be consumed here. They have no small shields, so they can't get that beautiful 100-100. And with that big pot consumed, they're not going to be able to either until they go below 50. A little bit of a weird loadout here. They're going to find a chest inside of that truck. And there we go. You got something now that can at least act as a base weapon, something to challenge off of. And you got to imagine, maybe, you know, these three players, it's going to be interesting to see, do they opt to play safe? Or now that you have a little bit of utility, do you just take a risk? We know they finished third last time, and we can assume they probably finished pretty high the other time as well, right? So I'm assuming they don't have a lot of pressure on them to finish all that high, so they can take a risk here, and if it pays off, it pays off. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If I'm them, I push into a location like, Fatal's a perfect example, where there's probably going to be a team, try to get some pick damage. Hey, if you got to get out of there, Rift to go as well. And now you can take your time and honestly try to get a little bit of, maybe a little more of a push, but I was going to say that it just seems like Fatal Field so far is just unlooted.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get some good loot here, it seems like, and they're going to loot up absolutely everything. If they do find a squad here, it will be a big shootout, but from the look of things, Saints are going to be able to just come around here and pick up whatever they like. Their loot not looking the best right now. We want to see those Spider-Man or those grapplers for that util, only having the Rift to goes and that bomb to just blast themselves around. It's not the worst way of util, but definitely better ways. We've seen it last game. We'll see it again probably later in this game.
And actually, I find that very interesting that Teo decided to go with the blue scoped AR, controversially over the silenced AR as well, which is not usually something that you'd see a lot of players go with. But Teo was really doing a lot of really good pick damage with that scoped AR, so maybe it just happens to be one of his specialties, but I know for sure a lot of players usually wouldn't go for that. He's going to have that 100-100 now with that big pot. That's pretty good and useful. However, I will bring up the fact that Teo has not found any minis yet. Hopefully his teammates have found a little something. Wow, going to be giving up the purple pump as well. That's definitely an upgrade, and probably because it was just a duplicate. Maybe his teammates in K1 and Stan have good close-range weaponry already. But I will say, slower start on the side of the Saints, but now they have really good utility, and on a drop, honestly, that I thought was chalked from the beginning, they're looking a lot better than they did when in last game when they had the location to land at. This turned out for the best. I did not expect Fatal Fields to be unlooted here.
Yeah, and very, very lucky for them because they didn't get first into that town. Their loot was expected to be a bit worse. They're lucky they didn't get pushed by that other team as well. Now they're going to get chests everywhere. They're going to have a lot of ammo, a lot of utility, and now any squad they decide to fight, they should have the upper hand as they've just looted basically all Fatal Fields for free without any contention. Now they're going to move towards the middle of the map a little bit. Maybe look to get into some early gunfights, try and get some points before the chaos erupts. But they will be very happy if they can play as high as we're going to see. Teo looking to make a bit of ground up. Maybe saw an enemy. I don't believe he did. Just looting up everywhere. There's not much to do right now in this state of the game. Circle's still pretty big, 50 people left. And the Saints are just running around, waiting until they find someone, basically, and gonna look to get some early eliminations.
Right, and I mean, honestly, why would you play slow now? You have probably some of the best early game utility you could possibly have, and equipment as well. I bet you they're probably one of the most stacked teams right now. If the other two players' lineups in K1 and Stan match the lineup of Teo right now, they're probably looking like a very strong team. And if I were them, like, yeah, you know, you don't want to get too aggressive and over-aggressive and get third-partied. I agree with what they're doing right now and just playing it a little slower. But I think that, honestly, you know, you can afford, if you see someone, you know, you're shooting, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. Why play slow? Unless, yep, there we go. There were players around there. That is going to be a knock coming out as well. So they do have one injured, and now they're just going to try to clean up. And that is going to do it. 2 picks already on the board, 4 points on the hands of St. Clair already. And especially with the player count going down and down, it's looking like another, you know, pretty good point collection out of the Saints here this game. I was going to just say, like, honestly, they're looking really good already. I'm assuming they probably have a very strong standing immediately right off rip based on how we saw the second game and now the start of this third game going. So if you're on the side of the Saints, you're probably just playing off of vibes right now. I won't lie. You're probably feeling very calm and collected, just trying to make sure that you don't do anything too stupid.
I mean, they got a couple free kills there. I don't think anyone from the Saints even took damage from that 2-man squad, and very, very easy kills for them. We're going to see some loot here as well. A golden scar yet again. Is anyone going to pick that up? Surely.
He's going to be leaving it for his teammate,
Most likely. He is opting out to use that scoped rifle. He just likes that one a little bit more for the long-range fights, and I can't blame him. With no building, long-range weapons are that much stronger. They spot out an enemy. There's going to be a shot, misses, but surely we're going to see the push coming out here from the Saints. Playing a bit maybe safely, actually. Liking this high ground a lot, as having high ground in a no-build game was so strong. They see the bush as well, and this should lead to a pretty big fight between these two teams if they get pushed.
Smart not to take a shot on that bush as well. You do not want to waste a sniper round on that Rift to go. And here we go. The scoped AR is doing, well, you would hope a lot, but it just seems like the shots aren't quite being found from Teo, but you gotta hope his teammates are probably finding something. There we go, a little bit of a tag coming in for 22, 24 as well, 24 as well on the health. That guy is cracked. Does seem like right now that St. Clair, pretty good, you know? They didn't take any damage for that engagement. And I believe, yeah, Teo just has a cannon right now that he's just going to load himself in. And surprise, oh, never mind. I was going to say surprise, Teo's just going to push the enemy team. But I believe they're just going to wait just a little bit here.
I didn't know the cannon mechanic existed, but we're going to see the Saints loading up the cannons and firing away. Not able to find anything though, very hard shots to hit there. But Saints in this position will have to move over towards the circle now as 54 seconds left before they have to make a move. Pretty far away as well, it seems like the circle is, so gonna have to find a nice mountain to post themselves up on like they did right here. I think the squad below them might have got out by now as they rifted away, so they should be the only team really on this side of the map who hasn't rotated over yet. We're gonna see maybe another, no, he's gonna send himself into the cannon. I like this. Let's see where Teo decides to go. He's waiting for his teammates to get ready, and there it is. Couple front flips coming out from him. He's going to be a bit dizzy after this one, but looking to land on top of the bus here and able to maybe make it. Just one shots the bus. Huge play there. Takes out the bus. Ball by his lonesome and is going to try and get his way up on top of this mountain, struggling a little bit with that grappling hook, but will be on top of this mountain next to Shifty Shafts. Still going to have to move over to the middle a little bit because they are out of the zone, but they're just kind of scouting for players, making sure nobody is endangering them. Should take the zipline maybe across. No, he's going to choose to use a grappling hook to move his way across the map, and they're going to look to go on top of this mountain, very close to Tilted Towers, where the squad inside of the middle of that is definitely loaded on loot. But Saints are going to maybe look for a quick and easy fight on the outskirts.
Now, you say quick and easy fight on the outskirts. Hopefully that is true, but I must say...
There it is.
And there we go. There's a squad. It is going to be on the other side, but shots coming out. There are 42 people still left in this lobby. So definitely a little more of a slower game for sure. There definitely weren't this many in the stage of last game. And you just got to assume maybe teams are starting to pick up a little bit by the third game. Hey, you know, for the teams that got out early, maybe we just got to play it a little bit slower, and maybe that'll work out a little bit better for our placement. So it's probably going to get hectic down to the latter half, but it seems like right now that the Saints are just willing to play this slow game, just trying to build up loot, build up equipment, and they are getting a little bit risky, though, as they do end up finding this loot in, well, Tilted. Got to hope they don't get third-partied.
Yeah, and I just got some news that our Saints are atop the leaderboards with the points so far, so they definitely had a very strong first game.
So they're number one.
Yeah, number one, basically, for today at least. So playing very, very well. Gonna hit a little dance moves on the fish right there. Get the bones cracking, make sure they're in their best shape. A nice shot coming out there, but doesn't hit. Misses yet another one, pulls out the scope rifle, but doesn't hit anything. Couple of missed shots there from Teo's gonna want those back. Misses another one. Pretty hard shots, though, not too easy to hit, but the Saints deciding to take over Tilted Towers, that's a very risky decision, but with so many buildings and so much room to play around, could be a very good one, especially no build zone. Using all this natural cover could be to their advantage, and they're going to look to get probably on top of one of these big buildings and just control the whole of Tilted Towers from there.
Right, and you got to think, right, loadout base, they have that shotgun, at least on the side of Teo, which is going to be good for interior fights. But looking at their loadouts, you know, you got a hunting rifle, you got a scoped AR. Might as well play high ground here and just try to look for long-range gunfights and picks. You definitely want to play the long-range game here, and I'm assuming his team's loadouts are probably looking somewhat similar, as they're all electing to kind of get up on top of this rooftop. At least two of them are. Gotta hope the third one's not going to get caught up by himself, but it seems like right now that they're in a pretty safe situation. Of course, if all hell breaks loose, they do have those two Rift-to-Gos as well to get out of there, spotting people on the mountain.
That's where they want to be.
Yeah, I was going to say, immediately I was eyeing those Rift-to-Gos and I was wondering, like, hey, you know what? Maybe you know, they're trying to get that high ground. That's been kind of their theme for this game, at least. It's just been sticking high and not being caught out low. So, you know, we'll see what happens, but they're just making sure they have everybody with them, and regardless of if they want to take a rift out there or if they want to take a fight, then that's exactly what they're going to do. Teo, no, you can't do that. You just smoked your whole squad out. However, we did see pick damage coming out here, so it was going to be a little bit of a tilted fight.
Oh, yeah.
This has got to also attract other squads as well. You see one rifting in. At least that actually might be them trying to escape. Yeah. Tagged for 24 is one on Teo, and he's going to tag again. Probably has no shield left. I'm assuming his teammates may have hit one or two shots from there.
Oh, Teo's going to
assume that it's not looking good for them. I don't think that's the case. It's Teo and the whole squad. Yeah, they're definitely looking to push now, getting very aggressive. And honestly, top of the leaderboards, pretty good showing from the second game. Yeah, you know what? we can have some fun with it. Why not? Let's just see how this ends up.
And it's a 3v1. They definitely know that. They're going to have the shots coming out here. He's going to try to
that
fight
shield's
back,
broken for sure.
but he definitely cannot fight back in the 1v3 Saints. Yet again, looking to catch up on the push, but he's so quick to get out. There's going to be a nice little launch pad there for the Saints if they decide to chase that one down. They will get him. We saw in the kill feed. I'm not too sure who took him out exactly, but they will get that kill, and that's 2 more points added when most needed. Now, this is the most important mountain left in the game. It is the biggest mountain left, and if they can get on top of this one, they will have so much control. But there is already a team sitting up there comfortably, and the Saints definitely don't want to get too aggressive and take a fight they can to win. So they're just going to decide to take this mountain
actually
instead.
believe they are going to take that mountain and just zip line over to the other mountain.
Risky.
I think that's what they are going to do, but that thought process might be changing very quickly as we see a couple shots whiz by through as well. They spot one trying to go into the mountain, cracked as well, tagging on some health.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah,
Where's he
he's
going?
definitely dead.
What
That's
is he
going to be a
doing?
knock from Teo. Absolutely amazing there on the aim as well to hit him while he's ziplining. Not everybody can do that, and that's pretty good from the side of Teo. Clean from the Saints to pick that up as well. Put another 2 on the board as the Saints just climbing in their point tally.
Yeah, and in the no-build game mode, if you get caught out in the open like that, especially by a player who just has really good aim, you will get taken down. We're going to see the Saints, they kind of...
Are they thinking of rifting on one of these 2 teams?
They definitely are, but that they're talking about it on comms right now. They either want to take a different position, but they spot out a squad on the car here. There's going to be a shot coming out, but it's going to be missed. But it's a nice headshot coming out there. A bit of lag there as the car does manage to get out, and the Saints won't find any kills there, but putting on a lot of pressure. He has 500 bullets left in his AR, so he will be shooting forever. Teo will be, and doing this chip damage will be so crucial the later the game goes. He is on 70 HP. Does need to pop a medkit if he can ever find one just to get up to that 100 mark. But they're going to be looking on top of this hill. They do spot out a team. There's going to be a shot coming out and misses. Our Saints choosing to play a little bit more safe on the outside of the circle and not taking these dangerous gunfights with other teams.
Yes, however, it must be said that there are still advantages of having high ground here that the Saints don't have, and that's exactly what they're going to look for right now. I'm certain of the Rift, unless they try to play aggressive, but it seems like they're trying to eye that mountain. Maybe they're just going to land on a squad. Yeah, it seems like they want to get on this mountain and just overlook Pleasant. However, it seems like there might also be some contesting coming in from that higher mountain as well. Yep, Ping's going to go out there. Certainly that's been calmed out. The Saints know where to drop now, and they know where they're going to set up. Going to rift yet again, probably trying to get on top of this big mountain now, and that's exactly what they're going to do. This is going to be a huge focal point or turning point in the game. They need to try to see if they can hold contention on this mountain. They're going to opt to actually back down, as they probably should, swerving and weaving around the bullets, but he's still going to get hit for quite a lot as Teo, and it just seems like that Riftico was just sadly completely wasted on absolutely nothing. They only find themselves taking damage off of that. No position earned. But it's sometimes worth to go for it. Seems like one's going to drop right in front of them. They're going to rift on this guy probably. They're trying to find either a rift to get onto him, or they're just going to get away. And I would assume, yep, with that movement right there, they're just going to try to get away from this right now, as they were kind of stuck like fish in a barrel, honestly, with that positioning. So smart play from the Saints. Just get behind a tree, get behind some rocks, try to find some picks, or even just take some time to reload and just get some heals going, hopefully. Teo maybe getting some heals from his teammates. They don't know. Right now they're a little more occupied, as they do see people on those trucks. You wonder, they have one has the right to go out. Oh, it's going to be a hit for sure. However, shots whizzing by the other side as well. Teo doing a really good job to crack that shield. It's going to buy time. Are they going to throw stink bombs out and rift on these guys? I got to assume maybe. Maybe it was just for a little bit of util burn. Who knows? The rift coming out, though. Somebody got really aggressive by themselves. Why would you ever do that? That made absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. But again, Saints pick up an easy kill. They're going to get healing off of that as well. They're going to get heals. That is actually a pretty huge throw, and it might honestly come back to bite the other teams as well. The fact that a guy just honestly gifted the Saints what should be some heals and equipment. Yeah. Obviously, you see now, Teo, he didn't really have that much in terms of mobility. Now he's got a 12-shot grappler, which was just dropped for absolutely no reason. Yeah. So you got to think right now with the mobility that the Saints have, they're probably set up quite nicely for this late game.
I mean, 30 people left. There's quite a lot of people, actually, for this small.
It is, and I think they're going to get pushed here. And this is dangerous.
Shot.
Low health. Pump coming out, and the hunting rifle shot. Another one, too. That was really, really well cleaned up by the Saints there. Third one as well, just going to be for the cleanup. Teo finding the knock. And wow, that squad did not have to do that. And I really think they're going to pay the price for everybody in the lobby here, as they've just dropped the Saints very much needed healing. And the Saints right now have amazing positioning as well. Look at the circle and look to where they're at. They can just play this outside area until they have to contest this mountain. And even then, these people on the mountain might have to push down and even try to get to them. And if that's so, then the Saints then have that high ground. I believe that's what they're going to have to end up doing in the long run. But we'll see. So far, the mountain is still in the circle, so the Saints, it's kind of a 50-50 between what they have to do right now. But, you know, you can take time. You can just wait right now. Don't do anything too stupid, and you can just save up that shield, save up the health, and just play it safe. If a team pushes you, they push you. It is what it is. Really good headshot coming out there. Somehow I believe he actually lived that. Not anymore. There's the knock coming in. Grenades coming down, raining down on that enemy team. That's probably going to be all she wrote for those guys, at least for the time being. A lot of incoming damage. They don't really have a very good position to heal up. You gotta think that squad is probably screwed one way or another. I believe they actually rifted out, so that's probably their only way that they could have gotten out of there.
Yeah, well played by the other squad in such a dangerous scenario. I'm surprised Teo has a medkit right behind him, opts not to use it, opts to decide to stay on 70 HP and just keep up the pressure, because every squad on the map knows exactly where our Saints are, and they're getting beamed from everywhere. A bit of a rough spot to be in, but Teo should be able to get out. Maybe pick up a Jug.
But you know what? Oh my God! What a shot from Teo there. That's going to surely give the Saints a lot of time to do what they need to, and they need to rift on them immediately. This is a high octane push, but if they can get this, this might be all she wrote. For the Saints, they might be able to confirm a win here based off that, but the other team rifts out. However, they do still keep the positioning, and they are still just barely in the circle. Now, I will say, the reasoning for why Teo probably didn't pop that medkit is because in the current situation they were in, you can't burn to stand still for 10 seconds. But you know what? It turns out that that is actually going to work out perfectly for them. It doesn't matter that they're at low health right now. It's working. They're doing a really good job. There's the wipe as well. That team is gone. And with only 10 remaining right now, Saints having all 3 players available, and we look at the board right now, they're all at least have like close to 150. They're looking pretty solid right now. They can all kind of refrag and trade each other back as it goes if anything goes wrong. See right now the grappler coming out. I really wonder if they have a rift to go in pocket, and it seems like Teo sees one, but he doesn't opt to pick that up. So that tells me that one of his teammates definitely do have one in pocket just in case of a last-minute scenario. Man, that would have been a really good shot if that had hit. That would have been a real big game changer there, but
the positioning here is just
it's immaculate, right? Like they can just sit here
forever. And they can just shoot at the people trying to cross across that field, getting into the circle. But we're gonna see Teo move up here. So much loot for him to pick up here. Gonna have ammo for the rest of the game.
It's not like anyone can contest it.
Exactly, and there's the rift to go. These players are gonna get sprayed out of the air, but they're gonna be pushing our Saints up on this high ground. There's gonna be some shots coming in from Teo. He's gonna grapple in with the shotgun.
There's a huge push.
Can he find anything with a shot here? He doesn't have the rifle loaded, but the shotgun should be able to find a pick here. A bit of a misplay there. Oh my god, he's just bouncing off, but he's finding the shots with the shotgun, realizes he's a bit on low HP, needs to get out for the time being. Gonna pop a mini here maybe? No, he won't. The teammate gets knocked down.
K1 injured.
K1 is down, and the Saints are in a dire situation now. They need to get out of here. That's a nice shot though, and does get the elim. It's gonna drop down. Gonna still be on decent HP as his teammate goes down. It's all gonna be up to Teo in this situation. Both his teammates dead. 6 people left. Is going to try and secure maybe a top 2 position here, and probably going to hide and keep his life alive as long as possible.
One has to hope. Just going to be able to pick up that last 10 shield, trying to scout out for any chug jugs or anything, but with positioning given up now, no build as well, and they have the top positioning as well as the fact that you have no cover now when this storm starts to shift. You have to move with it. Teo sees one. Is he going to find it down? He is.
And that could be
Beautiful.
top
And
two.
you know what? That might be top 2. I think this last squad is just a squad of 3. Yep, they're just going to start raining down Arsenal fire onto him. But at least Teo was able to at least secure a tops 2 scenario. They're definitely dropping on him right now in the Rift. Oh, wow. Really good shot there.
shot.
Found out by Teo. Sadly, not going to get the injure. And this is
he's
going to
dead
be
to the
all she
storm.
wrote here. You have to imagine. However, Rift to go, you have to use it, though.
Get in the zone. Get in the zone.
Get in the zone, but it's probably going to be done. You're going to
get on the high
you're going
ground.
to get sprayed out of midair here.
He's
That's
good, he's good,
exactly
he's
what's
good.
going to happen.
He has minis.
They're going to hit the glider. He has minis. Able to find the first shot, but now
Okay,
Spring with
gets
the
a
AR.
knock.
He actually does get the knock here.
Pop the minis.
Very interesting, but with the push coming out, you have to think it's going to be
Oh,
all
he didn't
she
shoot.
wrote.
Could have had him.
He had to reload the pump.
No
the pump
HG.
actually hit the pump, I'm pretty sure. This was wrong, but
Very good
I don't
try.
know. Anyway, really good try from Teo, but hey, you know what? Placing 3rd, placing 2nd, that's really good points for our Saints. High kill participation in the end. Teo was able to scavenge a few more. And like I said, they just climb in their point totals. So really good job from the Saints there. Sadly, we weren't able to see quite a win, but you know what? 2nd and 3rd are the 2 best places you can get without having to get that, right? So really impressive stuff from our Saints, and you see why they're regarded as very highly talented when it comes to this.
Yeah, they're one of the top teams. Playoffs are in a couple weeks from what we heard. So this is when the players are hitting their best form, and we saw it there. But we're going to be probably closing out pretty soon today. Let's go over what went down today. We had Rocket League action. We had our Saints taking on St. Edward University. And it did not go the way of our Saints. We lost 3-1 in the losers bracket. And unfortunately, we're not able to get the win there. Let's look at the Fortnite leaderboard.
I was going to say, on a better note, our Fortnite team did pretty well today, and as we can see on the leaderboard right now, you
first.
see they came
By a good
first.
margin.
They didn't get any wins, actually. And you know what's really interesting? The team that came second
Got 2
in
wins.
points, they got 2 out of the 3 wins, but you have to imagine that 3rd game they probably didn't place all that well.
Or just didn't get enough kills.
Or just didn't get enough kills. Yeah. And as you see there, right? So remember, guys, 2 points per elim as well. So the analytics dropping down as well. We
Average
can
12
see
elims.
all the stats there. Average 12 elims as well. Pretty solid as well, right? That's like, what, 24 points? And then you also have the placement coming in, right? The average placement is getting you, the average placement at 2.67. So they're either finishing 2nd or 3rd, right?
every game.
And I mean, that means your average points at C78. That's a pretty insanely good place to be in. And if you're the Saints right there, it just shows that you're very consistent.
Yeah, our Saints getting third, and in the last game, getting a 2nd, getting at least 12 elims every game, racking out those points, and having a very strong weekend. First overall on the season, playing spectacularly, and going into playoffs are gonna look to keep that form going. And I think with all that being said, it's time for us to wrap it up. Let's say thank you to everyone in the back.
Of course.
Who do we have there today? We had
Daniil, Tommy, and Gabriel for Rocket League as an observer.
Yeah, so thank you to the guys in the back for making this possible. Thank you to all our sponsors. We got SRC, we got Sinclair Lumini, we got HyperX, Tim Hortons, and Subway. Without sponsors, this stream doesn't happen. So thank you for that. Also,
little side note, voting for Esports Program of the Year. Remember to vote for us. You can use the website down as you see right now to vote for our St. Clair Saints and social media as well. Make sure to vote for us over there. And, hopefully we win. I know I voted as well, and I know you have as well. So, gotta hope. Get them votes in, guys. We want to really bring that home. Hopefully we win it and get that sweet, sweet trophy, right?
Yeah, we are the only Canadian team, so don't forget to vote and follow us on all our social medias. You can see we got Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We post updates for Saints teams all day, every day. We keep you guys up to date, and follow us there to not miss a beat. With all that being said, we have some Saints action tomorrow. We got some
Call of Duty and R6.
And R6 action. Just
Rainbow
2 games
Six Siege.
tomorrow, but should be a ton of action. I haven't seen too much R6 myself, but them being on stream, I believe it's playoff times as well, so should be a lot of fun to watch. I've heard they're very strong this year. and should be fun to watch.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Obviously, some people at home who know me personally know that R6 is my favorite game as well. It's one that I'm most passionate about. So I'm so glad to start casting it over this weekend, as well as Theo as well. You can catch us. We'll be here tomorrow on Saturday, and we will also be here on Sunday as well. So we'll have Saints action all throughout the weekend. Sincerely, it's been me, Patrick Smoke Chambers, and
Theo, the Holy One.
See you next time.